here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, yeah, come.
Hello, we just got done with SEMA 2022 and I've had a lot of videos about my wrench on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and we got a lot of good feedback again at SEMA, but there's a lot of people that just have questions pertaining to where an oil filter or your hand can get, and I did take a demonstration, the best demonstration I could take to simulate the tight space area in most engine compartments. So I'm going to demonstrate how my oil filter wrench works in a mock-up, a simulation of such, and hopefully this will help you understand what it's like to be in those hard to reach areas, in those tight spaces, and how simple it is, how easy it is just to squeeze. That's all I'm asking you to do, is just squeeze. Bottom line.
So right here is what's been on the market for well over 100 years, your strap wrench. Then you have this new product, your belt, and then this other product. It's an interesting design. It's a great product, I guess, but sometimes you just don't have the space to fit it in. I also brought a ratchet and extensions and, well, I don't know where my cup is, but here it is, okay. Here's my hand, okay. Yes, you can turn it sideways and reach in, okay. Now, from this angle, all right, my hand is already compromised. It's just tight, okay, it was a little bit tight, it's loose, and I put a skull right here, so that way you can see just how much I'm turning it, okay. Here's another reference point, another little skull. Let me try to get my hand in here and snug it up to that point. Well, there's as far as it'll go. This is kind of when your GoPro comes in really handy and you're not having to mount your phone, but I'm going to go buy a GoPro right now. Alright, I guess I'll do a couple different angles. So let's start off first with this claw. This one right here has a spring action. You push, pull forward. This is a push-pull action, okay? Try to put it in here, and with one hand. Alright, see, so it's hitting on this, which could be your exhaust manifold. This could be your wiring harness right back here. That could be the frame or a motor mount. So I'm already stopping. Then way back here, this could, I don't know, another obstacle. This one, it's hitting the handle. So this one is going to really work for me here. I'll try to manipulate it in different spots. Okay, one way I think I could do it is if I come from the top and try to pinch down on it and turn it. Strap right here. Okay, I got a body. And I'm using two hands. Okay, I did get it to move, but you see I had to come in at a top angle, almost vertical, and it did hit on several of these little obstacles. Did it loosen it? Yeah, it did. All right. Now, here's your band, strap, whatever you want to call it. The only problem I find with these is sometimes there's oil on your filter, and then it gets on your band and creates a lubricating action, and now you're kind of SOL because it's going to slip. This one I'm going to have to use two hands to get it in here. Okay, I've gotten it timed up. No, can't get it from that angle. Okay, I did get it to move a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to have to spin it around, see if this one works better this way. Okay, okay, I got it to move. Okay, I got it to move again. So I'm not being biased with these tools. You can see the skull moving. All right, I got this one to work. It was a little easier to get on the oil filter. I, however, had to use two hands. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use this one because this one is too big, but well, let's just try one. Okay, and this one has a 90-degree handle. Okay, yeah, it's way too big. I'm not going to be able to use this one. I'm going to demonstrate it on a different simulation mock-up. This is great because it does have this 90-degree handle here, but you have to use your wrist a lot. You have to use your wrist, tighten it, and then you have to pull it. It's been around, it's been doing its job, it works. I have nothing bad to say about this one. Well, okay, one bad thing. The handle. Handle is way too long. They did this, I guess, for more leverage. I don't know. The only thing I find with this one is it's just too long. I've used this before in the past. I don't obviously anymore because of the tool I invented. The cap. Yeah, you can get the cap in here. You use maybe one extension, maybe two extensions, get it in here. Well, here's the problem, is you got a ratchet, okay? Getting here, getting exhaust, getting frame, wiring harness, air conditioning line, or, I don't know, upper control arm. The cup has worked as well. Only problem I have with the cup is that it does slip, and it like seems to want to bounce off. So now let's just get to the bread and butter of this whole JM3 oil filter wrench topic. It can be used in many different ways. Now, you saw me with both of my hands. I'm just going to show you that it's loose. Okay, I'm going to snug it up. Okay, you can see where the skull is. This tool not only works to loosen it, but if you flip it around, it'll tighten it as well. So I'm gonna go in there
one hand, here's this hand, all right? I'm gonna manipulate it. A lot of people at SEMA got to try this out. Okay, it's in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze, all right? Actually, a little bit of squeeze, a little bit of push, no problem. Oh, one hand, sorry, I'm gonna take it off. And now I'm gonna loosen it from here. I'm gonna loosen it from here, okay? These two areas right here are the same width. Here, same width as this side, so I don't know if it really matters. Now, before I get into loosening it, that's the size of my wrench. Here's the size of that claw. Here's the size of my wrench compared to the band wrench, okay? That's roughly, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches smaller. Let's go to the strap, right? Now this one, it's another 4 or 5 inches smaller. And now let's go to the ratchet, okay? Yes, you can go ahead and get yourself a stubby ratchet, no problem. It'll work. Get the cup, it'll work. I'm not knocking any of these items. I just want you guys to see how easy it is with this wrench. And yes, I am very lucky to have invented this. A lot of controversy, a lot of comments. Oh, well, how is it going to get into those hard to reach places? Here's my right hand. Here's my left hand. This is a right or left-handed tool, okay? So it doesn't want to fit on there just right. Why? Because it's not seating in the grooves of the filter, the flutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that sweet spot, let it rest in there. I'm going to put my thumb on the back of the JM3 on the handle. You always want to see the JM3 facing you. That means you're loosening. Put my thumb here, lock it in, and just squeeze. It moved it a little bit. What I'm going to do is reposition. Oh, there I go with 2 hands. Reposition it. Now this tool gets even more of a bite. There you go. Squeeze. Okay. Reposition. Squeeze. All right. Now let's go back in and tighten it. One hand. Okay. There we go. I'm in an awkward position. Squeeze. Let's go ahead and get another bite. Gosh, see, I want to use both hands. I mean, we're used to it. I'm going to squeeze it again. And it's tight. The skull is basically in the same spot. If you want to go again, let's give it another one. Why not? If you guys want to see it, and I'm just going to squeeze. There. This skull and this skull line up. I hope you guys, well, you can't really see the skull. It is right here. And it's right there. This skull right here is facing this skull right there. Now again, I used my left hand. I'm going to take my left hand, rest it here. Now I'm going to use my right hand. Okay, doesn't want to really get, so I'm going to just figure out, okay, it's kind of like a key and lock thing. Thumb right here, fingers to your palm. Okay, and moved it a little bit. Let's go again, get a little bit more bite. 2 fingers to your palm. Always fingers to your palm, not your palm. Well, in this particular situation, I really couldn't even move my palm that way because it's hitting a wiring harness or a air conditioning line, or maybe part of a frame or an exhaust. But all you have to do, find that sweet spot and squeeze. Reposition it. Look at one hand. Squeeze. One more time. Say it with me, people. Squeeze. And there you go. JM3 oil filter wrench. Putting a new spin on an old twist.